Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about body types. There's three kinds: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. To start off with ectomorph, they're typically the people that have a smaller frame and they're tall and skinny. These are the people that burn a lot of body fat and they have a very low body fat percentage. They also don't gain muscle very easily. Since they have a hard time putting on muscle mass, they don't gain weight that easily. Normally these people also have small shoulders and a small chest. The next type is mesomorph. Mesomorph is the athletic type body that has broad shoulders and the muscular build frame. These are the type of people that are naturally strong. They also gain muscle easily, but they also gain fat easily too. Their muscles are also more defined. So the next type is endomorphs. Endomorphs normally have a slower metabolism, so they're a little bit bigger in size. Since they have a slower metabolism, they gain weight easily. They gain a lot of body fat easily. They can also gain muscle easily too, but they have trouble building muscle mass. It's just harder to see, and overall, they just find it hard to lose weight. Workouts. What I would recommend for ectomorphs is to do short, intense workouts that focus on the big muscle groups such as chest, legs, arms, abs, and also eat before bed to help gain weight and so that your muscles don't break down. Now, mesomorphs. Mesomorphs can do either cardio or weight training, although they need to watch their caloric intake so that they don't gain too much fat, since they also gain fat easily as well as muscle. There really isn't much to do since they already have an athletic body. Endomorphs should focus more on cardio than weight training, but weight training can also help to build the muscle mass that they have, and cardio helps to break down the fat. They need to watch their caloric intake so that they can lose the fat and gain more of the muscle. Okay, so by cardio, I mean running, jogging, and or jump roping. Personally, I prefer jump roping over running and jogging because for me it just burns a lot more fat and it's more intense than running where I'm just using my legs. For jump roping, I'm using my full body, like I'm using my arms, my shoulders, my abs, my leg. It's just a really great exercise in my opinion than running, and I burn more calories from that. I also sweat a lot more, so I lose that water weight, and it makes me feel less bloated. As for weightlifting, I don't really know much about that, but you can do isolation moves such as bicep curl, leg presses, and you could also do combination moves such as weighted lunges and hip bridges. You could also do bench press and back rows. I think that's what they called. Back rows. Seated rows, that's what I meant, seated rows for your back. Another thing, you could also do weighted pull-ups, weighted push-ups, and if you're not good at those, then improve your body strength with curls, leg presses, bench press, and squats. Those are the most common ones that I'm familiar with. If you know more about weightlifting, put your input in the comments below. So for diets, for ectomorphs, I mean, just eat more junk food. I'm just kidding. But for diets, I would recommend eating more calorically dense foods, such as, what's a calorically dense food? 1 second. Calorically dense foods.
Here's a summary from Shape Magazine.
Some examples of calorically dense foods are granola, nuts, peanut butter especially, Greek yogurt, dark chocolate, whole wheat bread. Olive oil surprisingly has a lot of calories. Some healthy fats are salmon and guacamole. Pizza is a really good calorically dense food too. One slice of pizza already has 300 calories. And watch that salad dressing. Now, mesomorphs. Mesomorphs can eat almost anything, but you have to keep up your protein intake so that you can maintain your muscle mass. This is something that I struggle with because I'm a mesomorph. I don't eat a lot of protein and I don't get enough protein in my diet every day. So I constantly go through a phase where I have less muscle and then a phase where I have more muscle, but it honestly fluctuates. If I get my diet in check, then I can maintain my muscle mass and keep it consistent. Endomorphs. The diet for endomorphs is a little bit different. Endomorphs need to watch their caloric intake as well. They can do this by replacing the calorically dense foods that they eat with nutrient dense foods. So yeah, nutrient dense foods have less calories, but they fill your stomach up more and make you feel full, but you're still intaking a lot less calories than if you were to take something that's calorically dense that doesn't make you full. A bag of chips, for example, 300 calories, and you eat that thing, it's gone. You don't really feel full. But oatmeal, you eat a small bowl of it and you feel full already. Another thing that endomorphs need to watch out for is fruit. Fruit has a lot of sugar in it, and that means that it also has a lot of carbs. Carbs can also contribute to your fat gain. Cut carbs down and increase the protein to build those muscles and ultimately melt the fat off so that you can see those muscles. Keep in mind though that these body types are on a spectrum, so you could be in between. For example, you could be a heavy ectomorph. I've always had an athletic type body, but recently I've been getting leaner. What works for me is cutting sodium from my diet and working on that water weight so that I don't retain as much water in my body, and making sure that I'm always hydrated as well. This goes for any body type. So the percentages for these body types vary. For an ectomorph, normally you would be around, let's say, 10 to 15% body fat. A mesomorph can be anywhere from 8 to 20, 25. And for endomorphs, it can be anywhere from 25 to 40. So those are the body fat percentages. Here's me in the summer, and here's me now. I've changed a lot. I've lowered my body fat percentage by a little bit, but not that much. I already had a pretty low body fat to begin with. You can decrease your body fat as you exercise and maintain your diet. I just controlled my diet more, and that's what made me get more lean. And my training hasn't changed much. Since I did wrestling this year, I did gain a lot more muscle mass, and I started to see more definition in my legs and my arms, and that was really cool for me. I also saw some more definition in my back as well. Wrestling puts a really hard strain on your body, so that was a good thing to see my body change so quickly within a matter of 6 months. I wish I could continue it, but unfortunately it's my last year, so I can't, but I could also train and use those techniques that I learned from wrestling and implement it into my workout plan and my training. So yeah, those are just some general tips on what I do for a mesomorph. Let me know if you guys want to see some workout videos or tutorials. Also, let me know what kind of diets you have for your body type. Like, what do you eat? Or special foods that you like in general. Hit that like button if you would like to see workout videos for the specific body types. These are all just some general guidelines. You don't really have to follow them, but it helps if you want to change the way that you look. If you like this video, then feel free to post any questions or comments that you have below. So yeah, that's all for now. See you guys in the next video. So